Today we're gonna be covering the Kagurabachi Iceberg. Hell yeah, man. The original iceberg will be linked in the description, along with the usernames of every single person that I took information off of to make this video. So go show them people some love, gang! Now, pre-chapter 1 hype. This shit refers to the hype that Kagurabachi had before Chapter 1 was even released. I'm gonna keep it completely real. It was mostly memes. And this picture right here, man, was the reason that it was mostly memes. In 2023, man, you couldn't escape this. 50 bucks and a lighter refers to this meme right here, where Yura tells... Fuck, I can't even read this without laughing, bro. Where Yura refers to my boy Chihiro as a frog-faced bitch, and that he killed his father for 50 bucks and a lighter. No, this is not canon, but this is funny as fuck, to me at least. I don't know, something about frog-faced bitch just activates my neurons.
Stupid lame-ass frog-faced bitch. We killed your dad for 50 bucks and a lighter.
We killed your dad for 50 bucks and a lighter.
Chihiro overall fiction refers to another meme. Again, this is a meme which started pre-chapter 1 in order to make fun of Kagurabachi, but eventually, since Kagurabachi is fucking awesome, the community actually took it and ran with it because it just shows how fucking cool the actual manga is. Also, before anyone calls me a LARPer, I'm not no fucking LARPer.
I ain't LARPing, buddy boyo. I'm a real LTN and this is a truth nuke.
Enough time has passed this, guess what? Another pre-chapter 1 meme. This bullshit started on Twitter, man, and it was commonly used along with the phrase, the most anticipated thing since Half-Life 3. Which, by the way, why are we still talking about fucking Half-Life 3? This shit is like, oh yeah, Gojo's coming back, bro. Again, this is now used by the community to describe how fucking peak this shit is, and to celebrate the fact that this shit is getting an anime in a year from now. Fresh hatred refers to this panel right here, cuh. You do not want to know how many times I had to say this to pronounce it properly. In this panel, my boy Chihiro claims that he starts every day with fresh hatred because of the scar on his face, and that's why he doesn't get rid of it. Now, of course, people took and ran with this to call my boy Chihiro an edgelord, and I think that's stupid. That's like saying that Edward from Full Metal Alchemist is an edgelord because he has the "don't forget I forgot the date" marked on his watch to not forget the date where the failed transmutation happened. But motherfuckers on Twitter will be motherfuckers on Twitter, man. Speaking of people saying that Chihiro is edgy, bro, people just take like Chihiro's design and claim that he's edgy, even though we've seen him do good deeds and actually value human life countless times, bro. And aside from that, even in the first chapters, we see my boy saving a little girl just because he wanted to save a little girl. But no, people will claim it's edgy because, you know, God forbid we actually read the manga and not LARP. Tenoi refers to a buzzword which the community uses to basically just say peak or awesome, or generally just something positive about the Kagurabachi. This guy called Apopito used to frequent anime subreddits and spam this thing right here, man. And of course the Kagurabachi community made its own version with Tenoi, and it kinda just stuck. Now, I had no idea what the fuck this was, so I'm gonna keep it real. But Busfer and Wealth is basically the second version of 50 bucks and a lighter. Yura still calls my boy Chihiro a frog-faced bitch, but instead of 50 bucks and a lighter, he claims that he killed his father for a bus fare, and then he walked. This picture right here is the whole entry. I don't think I need to add anything else. There's a lot of videos already covering the connections behind Oppenheimer and Kagurabachi. I'm not gonna waste your time in this video explaining it. Just take this picture right here, cuh. This is the coolest entry on the list in my eyes. Bro, aizobachi is basically just the season 3 opening of Jujutsu Kaisen, but instead of Jujutsu Kaisen, it's the Kyoto arc from Kagurabachi. And I love this shit so much. 40 animators got together to animate this. I'm gonna leave the link in the description. I love this shit. Check this shit out, man. You love you go to Heliori is this reaction image right here. This reaction image got very popular outside the fandom of Kagurabachi. I would say that it's applicable to most things. Like, it's an appropriate reaction to a lot of things, so it makes sense why it got so popular. You Joshi is I think is pronounced. I'm not sure, I might be fucking up here, tell me if I am. This refers to women who ship two different male characters from the manga together, and they're very welcomed within the Kagurabachi community. Most of them came around chapter 11 and 19, which chapter 19, you know, Hakuri was introduced, so you would kind of expect that. Proceed originated from the Rakuzaichi arc, where Kiora insists on the auction proceeding despite the fact that he's dying because he's trying to use the Shinuchi, man. This phrase is commonly used within the community to express determination and tell people to keep going despite the obstacles that they face in their way. Also, proceed bros is kind of a thing that they call people within the community who are struggling because, you know, they're proceeding type shit. Sojo jump scare refers to... I don't care what anybody says, if Gaku can come back in Sakamoto days after all them chapters, man, my boy Sojo can come back too. I don't let nobody tell me otherwise. Air Fryer King refers to this picture right here of Natsuki Misaka. In this panel, he kinda looks like, you know, that one picture with Tony Stark where he says, clearly you don't own an air fryer. And from there, well, you know, the community just came out and said, yeah, this guy's the Air Fryer King, bro. Sojo hate, Sojo slander, Sojo bad-mouthing my boy Sojo, man, it's not tolerated on this channel. I'm not covering this shit. Nah, I'm just playing. This entry refers to the fact that Sojo just spams Mei, even though Cloud Gouger's abilities probably can do way more than just spam Mei. But man, give my boy a break. He had this shit for like a week or two. Come on, he can probably do way more if he had more practice with it. As previously stated, my boy Chihiro is not an edgelord, despite people outside the community calling him that. People who read the manga know that this guy genuinely cares about human life, and the whole reason why he set off on this quest to begin with was because he believes that these swords were created to protect and not to kill necessarily. This is the second best entry on this list. In this meme, again, this is another iteration of 50 bucks and a lighter. Yura tells Chihiro that he killed his father for a booster pack of Pokemon cards, and then... Lapras! Oh, but dude, why Lapras of all Pokemon? Lapras! Whilst it was inevitable for Kagurabachi to get an anime since it's the best-selling new-gen manga, the community was still blueballed to death when it came to what studio would adapt it and when it would come out, blah 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 blah. This was until Cypix confirmed that they were adapting Kagurabachi and even released a teaser trailer this year. And judging by the teaser trailer, the Big Bachi's in good hands, man, they got this shit. Despite the Big Bachi's weekly release schedule, every chapter is fucking awesome, fucking peak, man. I mean, yeah, there's not that much, there's nothing to add to this, that's the whole point of this entry. I have no clue why it's this low. This should have been like a first tier of the iceberg like thing, I don't fucking know, man. One of the biggest things in Kagurabachi is the relationship between the children and their father's legacy. This mainly applies, from what I understand, to Chihiro and Hakuri, since Chihiro wants to continue his father's legacy, whilst Hakuri sees his father's legacy as mostly a burden. We're still yet to see the relationship between Iori and her father's legacy. I'm guessing that once we get done with this flashback, we'll get to see that as well. Anyways, Goyim, if you've enjoyed this video and want to see me cover the rest of the tiers, sub up to this channel and man, I got you type shit, you already fucking know.